2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're ready for another year of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, and got the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Hey, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Hey! This is when we make our resolutions for 2016. I don't really like to make resolutions, guys, but I guess if I had to, I would say I would like to actually dunk one-handed.
Well, Elevator Ernie, you better have a trampoline as part of that fantasy.
Well, I don't even think you can dunk donuts in coffee, man, so keep it moving.
See, that's why I don't like to make resolutions. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The fans are making noise here at the Time Warner Cable Arena for this Hornets home game. You look at the Clippers. With most of their upcoming games taking place at home, they have a chance here to make a nice little push.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, they're one of the NBA's mystery teams this season. One that dropped from being elite just a year ago to now looking more like a mid-level squad.
Mystery is the right word for it, Greg. It was obviously going to be difficult to have exactly the same kind of success as last season, but this kind of dip, nobody saw it.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Johnson's got the first points up on the board for Los Angeles. Here's the Hornets with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
A free throw drops for Griffin. Griffin hits them both. And just about a minute into the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Paul passes to Redick. Jordan against Zeller. Jordan kicks to Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the post. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Now, here's Walker. An 11-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Pass to Reddick. Shoots. The shot no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Jefferson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Jeffries, the pass to Jefferson. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Johnson left side. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Griffin attacking. Shot clock at 6. Jordan dishes to Paul. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Reddick following the basket by Freak. Picked by Griffin. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the elbow. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. 4th, Freak.
And he is not a wasteful player. You've learned, I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
And here are the Hornets now after the Clippers pick up 2. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. There's the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the rejection by Azili. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And here's Freak. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento. Caldwell Pope passes to Jeffries. Poked away. Paul, right side. And the shot is good. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates. And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting 2, 3.
The first one falls. And both free throws good from Freak. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here is Martin. To the wing right side. With 1 on the clock. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier he wants to embrace criticism and embrace lofty expectations.
Expectations are good. I try to remind my players and myself at times that all the criticism, all the stuff is really a compliment. It's really good for you. It means that people think you can be something.
Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he? I mean, it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you?
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Jordan. Azealia is out there with Martin. And it's Dean in at the 2.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 29 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Dishes it to Zeller. Over to the wing. Picked by Zeller. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jeffries. Martin with the block.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
They get the rebound. Azealia tries yet again. Misses at the rim.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
There's a screen. Jeffries dishes to Caldwell Pope. Jefferson inside. The Clippers grab the miss. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
No good on the 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Los Angeles with another miss. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Inside, pass to Looney. To the paint. Charlotte moving the ball around. Clock at 6. From deep. And that one's good. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Down low, here's Dean. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Caldwell Pope passes to Jeffries. He kicks it to Zeller. Here's Looney. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Looney's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Jordan the screen. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Clippers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls, and the Clippers making a switch here. And so he hits both. Ball. The shot no good. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Hornets lead by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second half, what do you expect to see from this offense you're facing tonight?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Charlotte in the lead. Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Freak, so that's who Scott Skiles starts the second half with. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Back to Paul from 11 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Paul's got 8 points.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Jeffries kicks to Jefferson. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here is Jeffries. 12 points for him. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Griffin a screen on Walker. Walker against Paul. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Paul's got 10 points.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jump.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
Feeds to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock, and Walker kicks to Jeffries. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Jefferson, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Inside. Jeffries can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
They set the pick. Walker dishes to Jeffries. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. On the wing, Johnson shoots it up. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Jeffries. The tray. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Second, Chris Paul.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Here's Jefferson. And the Hornets miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Paul, right side, and a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for Charlotte. Hornets on defense now. They trail by 1. Dean passes to Griffin. That's tipped, but they recover it. 3 on the clock. Azili kicks to Paul. Shot is off. And Charlotte will come the other way. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. The dish to Jeffries. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. The screen from Brown. Walker the pass to Jeffries. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Over the last month, getting it done. Second in 3-point field goal percentage. Third in scoring. And he's among the most consistent free throw shooters in the league. Presently ranked 3rd by percentage.
And back to your point, I mean, a lot of his effectiveness has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He has 18 points and a block. He's simply taking over this game.
Doing it all by himself.
And the Clippers making a change here. Martin's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
The shot's good from Paul.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's the pass to Jeffries. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jeffries got 11 here in this quarter alone. The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Paul passes to Dean. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And then Brown with the dunk.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Kevin Martin on the wing. And stolen by Freak. Down low. Kaminsky misses.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Huffman. Gets a very good look and converts. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Ball defended by Paul. Freak with it. He's got 21. Just 5 on the clock. He drains it from the right block. Jeffrey's got 23.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
To the left side wing. Huffman. The offensive rebound. Azili gets the bucket. Azili's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Tie game here in Charlotte. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
What's up, bud? Yeah, geek Jaja, some McDonald's. Yeah, you know me. Hey, said that like you didn't like that. I see you like the double cheeseburgers, man.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started.
I see you. Be careful though.
For Los Angeles. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Rojo, covered by Redick. The game now all time.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines and have them get that good a look.
Paul against Walker. Paul outside. Got a hand on it. Here's Walker. Here's Jefferson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Jefferson no good on the free throw.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Paul dishes to Johnson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Griffin kicks to Paul. Down low, here's Jordan, and Jefferson sends it back. Inside, and Freak throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Hornets leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
The feed to Jeffries. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Al Paul outside Griffin. Teardrop shot and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 20 points for Blake Griffin.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
There's the screen. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Back to Walker. Zeller, a screen on Paul. Pass to Jefferson. 5 to shoot. One-on-one here. Reddick passes to Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. Carries it from about 10 feet away. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Jefferson, a screen on Paul. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Down low, Jeffries. Nice D from Griffin.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Jefferson dishes to Walker. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Jefferson passing to Jeffries. Back to Jefferson. And that one comes up a bit short. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Johnson. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Can't knock in the three.
Ladies and gentlemen, State's team.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Paul kicks to Griffin to take the lead. And the wide open shot from Reddick. It's in!
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Jeffries. Buries the triple.
They are on the ropes, and it is time to put them away. Freak, we're putting it in your hands. Deliver the knockout blow. Let's finish this and get out of here. W.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. And we saw good.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Looking at Charlotte, they're coming in off a win in their last game against Los Angeles. They dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. Let's take a moment to look at how officials are calling the game now. Much greater restraint, whistling fouls when defenders remain vertical around the rim. A nice development, would you say, Shaq?
Yeah, they're doing a good job, Ernie. They're allowing shot blockers to be rim protectors. They're just basically letting them do their job, you know, and they're cutting down on the cheap ticky-tack fouls. Has a nice flow to the game and not a lot of whistles, and we get this over really, really quick.
Well, I just hate the offensive foul. I mean, running into someone or standing there and falling is not a defensive play.
Oh, now you say that.
Yeah, I
don't say
like
it now.
that. I mean, I'm out the game now, so I can do that. But
I would have had 90,000 points.
I just like to see the high-flying blocks.
Yeah.
I like guys going after it. I don't like when a guy stands in there and takes a charge. To me, falling down is not defense.
I agree. For once in my life.
Oh, here's Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Earlier in the season, the Charlotte Hornets ended up losing their last game in this matchup. It's the Knicks.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Jeffries in at shooting guard. Cody Zeller out there with Kaminsky. And there's Kemba Walker. Jeffries can't get it to go. On defense, Charlotte, they come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Walker the pass to Zeller, and stolen by Splitter. Here's Mayo. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Mayo's got the first basket of the game for the Knicks.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And both free throws good from Freak. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Bayless dishes to Carmelo. To the paint, Splitter. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him. And it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Feeds it to Jeffries. Down low, Kaminsky kicks to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Jeffries. That's good.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
The Knicks have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's Anthony with the drive. And, yes, sir, that one drops. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Walker the pass to Jeffries. Now here's Kaminsky. Pass to Jeffries. Takes the 13-footer. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Bayless. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jeffries dishes to Zeller. Kicks it to Jeffries. And that one is hammered home.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And so it's New York with it. After the basket by Charlotte. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Freak. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And that one's good.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it'll dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And the pass to Porzingis. Splitter sets a screen. And Bayless kicks to Anthony. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Splitter. P.J. Hairston comes in for Porzingis. And it's a Flalo in for O.J. Mayo. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 7. Jeffries, the pass to Zeller. Missed inside.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Anthony dishes to Bayless. Puts it up. A Flalo, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Jeffries. And another 3 for Charlotte.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
The Knicks leading by 4. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. On its way from a follow for 2. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass the ball. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Here's Zeller. Foul call that time in the way.
Is she gonna bring it when she come back? Is that okay?
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The Knicks making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Brown's checked in, so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For the Knicks, Splitter is checked in for Trevor Booker. Porzingis comes in for Carmelo Anthony. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Harkless, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Hairston. On the court for the Hornets. Now here's Splitter. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Splitter's got 5 points so far.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He had 30 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 2. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Mayo. A follow right side. He feeds it to Bayless. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Zeller. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Zeller's got the game tied up here for Charlotte. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Bayless. Can't hit. Walker with some nice D. Charlotte's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jeffries can't get it to go.
not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Walker. And Bayless kicks to Splitter. Shot clock at 5. Now the dish to Bayless. Pulls it up. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Your Nick City Dancers.
Charlotte trailing. They set the pick. Walker the pass to Jeffries. Outside, Walker. Mayo brings the double team. Rojo. He's guarded by Aflalo. The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. From deep. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless has got 3 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 5. Walker goes in. He kicks it to Jeffries. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Jeffries got 11 points.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Here is Bayless. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Here's Splitter. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. The Hornets have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And that one's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Bayless's shot is off.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. The feed to Mayo. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot is off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks out front, up by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going somewhere, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
The Knicks with the lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with Splitter. Then it's Jared Bayless. Then it's Anthony. And it's Mayo in at the 2 spot. Bayless. It's good from long range. Bayless has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Knicks.
31.
Walker dishes to Jeffries. Feeds it to Zeller. Now here's Freak, guarded by Mayo. To the middle, here's Rojo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 5.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And so it's New York with it. A 2-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Hornets trail by 4. Freak with it. 11 points in the game. Walker with a clean look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it's Mayo, that time on the assist by Bayless. 8 points for O.J. Mayo.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Jeffries. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. For the Knicks, Booker comes in for Splitter. And P.J. Hairston subbed in for O.J. Mayo. The free throw drops for Jeffries. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here is Bayless. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Fires from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Here's Jeffries. Makes it off the glass.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
New York leading by 3. And Bayless kicks to Hairston. From the arc. Can't hit. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And stolen by Booker. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bayless. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Here's Looney. He's got 5. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And a wide open look for Freak. And there's another one for the Hornets.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And there on the 2K leaderboard are the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Hornets, #1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And he knocks down the first one.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 11 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas.
Kevin,
Spacing.
here we can get a look at Charlotte and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in free throw percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game. Number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
Here's Jeffries. Booker pulls it in. New York leading by 3. Anthony on the wing. He's got 12. He dishes it to Hairston. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Hairston's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Hobbled by Aflalo. To the middle. 1:57 left in the third. Pass to Looney. Here's Ball. That one rolling around and rims out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Offensive rebound. Harkless with the bucket. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Freak with it, now guarded by Aflalo. Puts it up from 12. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Ball, the pass to Looney. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jeffries. And the Hornets miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The wide open look here for Anthony. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Looney passes the ball. Charlotte moving it around. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jeffries. And that one's good. Jeffries got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Here's the screen. Anthony dishes to Hairston. Pass to Booker. Kicks it to Hairston. Aflalo goes in, and it's blocked by Jeffries. Here we go, one-on-one. Power down with both hands.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Anthony, guarded closely. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got 14 points for the game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Knicks lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Hornets trail by 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Jeffries in a 2-guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Brown out there with Zeller. Now here's Zeller, and that one's good. Zeller's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Bayless the pass to Porzingis. Now Bayless. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Baseline jumper. Anthony missing again. Charlotte shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Left side, Brown. Chance there to take the lead, missing. The pass to Mayo. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 13 feet away. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Passes to Jeffries. And that one goes long.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Bayless dishes to Mayo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Mayo's been doing. He's got 8 points and a steal.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Mayo hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Rojo. Oh, that's blocked. Mayo, the pass to Bayless. Outside Mayo. He feeds it to Bayless. The dish to Carmelo. Splitter sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the left wing. The feed to Jeffries. Dishes to Kaminsky. Here's Walker. And right through it goes.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Let's go quickly over to Doris.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Now here's Mayo. Outside Anthony. And here's Splitter. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
56.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Over to the left wing. Here's Zeller. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Bayless dishes to Mayo. Anthony right side. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Walker. To the inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Walker. And that's now 26 points for Freak.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both free throws good from Anthony. Hornets trail by 6. Now here's Walker. They get a hand on it. And oh, here we go with Bayless. Nobody back. And the shot is good. Bayless has got the lead up to 8 now for New York.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Walker the pass to Jeffries. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. And Bayless kicks to Mayo. Anthony dishes to Bayless. Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Zeller. The kick out to Mayo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hornets trail by 5. Inside and stolen by Mayo. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Bayless's shot is off.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Jeffries, and it's the Hornets, another 3.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers. Come on, fans. Let's experience Knicks basketball and get loud.
Here is Bayless. Back to Anthony.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Calls timeout.
There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. He kicks it to Bayless. Back to Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
He makes the 2nd free throw, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Fast break now for Charlotte. Walker's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
16.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Here's Jeffries. But they'll get another chance. Kaminsky, the pass to Jeffries. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
You know what we in? You know what we in?
Good on both. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Okay, guys. You're down. On out. Focus and execute. Freak, you're our leader out there. Now let's go.
Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making it.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Feeds to Jeffries. Misses the three. And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
Jared Bayless. 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Rojo. Buries it from outside.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. And for Charlotte, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Well, certainly the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the league now. Kenny, how well do Wiggins and Towns pair up with each other now and down the road?
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys can be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis, but he's been solid. He's a solid defender, and this is going to be a good team down the line.
Both guys can play multiple positions on the floor, so they'll have a ton of flexibility as the team grows. You know what their favorite sitcom is?
What's that?
The Young and the Restless, baby.
Oh, I like that. That should be their new nickname, The Young and the Restless.
That's a good one.
Well, that's all up to your opinion, I reckon. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 28, Cesar Rojo. Starting at the other forward position, 7 feet, number 40, Tony Zeller. In the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 44, Frank Kaminsky. And at guard, 6'1" from UConn, wearing number 15, Kemba Walker. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 12, Freak. Your home team head coach is Scott Skiles.
Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at the Hornets. They've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides them a good chance to win.
And when I look at Charlotte, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectation.
And in such a case, there's plenty of blame to go around. I mean, the personnel decisions have been questionable, coaching has been shaky, and players have performed at a subpar level.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Johnson. Pekovic is out there with Portis. Then it's Wiggins, and it's guard. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Jeffries off the left rim and out. Now Beverly. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. And the basket by Johnson.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Jeffries can't get it to go. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to New York.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Now, here's Walker. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. To the paint. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jeffries. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
And Johnson, no good on that one. 4-on-3 break. Here's Rojo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Johnson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Wiggins kicks to Beverly. Begovic with a screen. Down low. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It goes on Cody Zeller. Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Begovic.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And Walker kicks to Jeffries to the left wing. Baseline J on the way. That's good. Jeffries got his first basket of the night. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The feed to Wiggins. Begovic with a screen. Beverly wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Walker against Beverly. Jeffries kicks to Walker. Again, the Hornets score.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Wiggins. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Johnson the screen. Now here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Walker with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Right side to Walker. Now the pass to Jeffries. Shoots from the right block. And the jumper falls for him. Jeffries got his second bucket. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In the third spot, the Timberwolves. Fifth on the list, the Hornets.
Great play from both of these in these open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
They set the screen. Here's Underwood. Here's Lure. And it's blocked. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Charlotte. Vaughn, the pass to Wiggins. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 1. Jeffries dishes to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Jeffries can't get it to go.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Ball, the pass to Jeffries. To the inside, Zeller. Out to the wing. This is to Jeffries. Offensive rebound. Looney passes to Caldwell Pope. No good. Underwood. The shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounds. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him. And
Jeffries in at shooting guard. Cody Zeller out there with Kaminsky. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Simon into the 3. So that's the Hornets 5. Jeffries can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 13. Sanchez, the pass to Wiggins. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Walker kicks to Jeffries. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And it's 7 points for Freak.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 34 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty hot.
Pass to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
And the Hornets making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. To the paint, deflects the pass. .115 left in the first half of the game. Here's the screen. Pass to Vaughn, right wing. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins battles through traffic and lays it in. Wiggins has got 8 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Fires top of the key. Kemba Walker with the rebound.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws here for the night. The free throw drops for Jeffries.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Looney's checked in for Kaminsky. Timberwolves trail by 14. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Underwood, guarded by Walker. They get it again. Pekovic, and it's blocked. Passes it to Underwood. Inside. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's Charlotte up by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Portis. Then there's Pekovic. Then it's Johnson. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Walker with some nice D. Charlotte leading by 12. Here's Rojo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 6 points for him.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Wiggins. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. On up the court. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Out left of the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Walker. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 11.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. John Lure comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And Dudley subbed in for Portis. Zeller, a screen on Beverly. Here's Jeffries, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. Fourth, Freak.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and it may often be overlooked, that skill at the shooting guard position, but if you think back on the all-time greats at that spot on the floor, they were all fantastic passers. Almost all were fantastic passers.
Brown is checked in for the Hornets. And both free throws good from Freak. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Beverly. On the wing, Wiggins. Baseline try. Here's Lure. Banked in off the glass. Lure's got his second basket of the game.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Ball, the pass to Jeffries. The three-pointer, no good.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
They set the pick. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Hornets leading by 15. Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Over to the wing. Ball, defended by Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Ball. From deep. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 3rd rebound on the night. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. But they get it back. Sosa the pass to Beverly. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Wiggins missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Feeds it to Jeffries. The 15-footer. Tries yet again. Rebounded by Dudley.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Wiggins kicks to Beverly. He feeds it to Lure. Good on the baseline, Jay. Lure's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets takes team.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Beverly. His last 10 games, he's getting around 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
The scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Looney comes in for Zeller, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brown. Now here's Dudley. Tight defense on him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Rojo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 8 points for him.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
We've got 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Vaughn. He's guarded by Jeffries. Pass to Portis. 4 on the shot clock. From 13, there's the bucket. Good. Portis has got 6 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And a wide open look for Freak. The 3-pointer no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Underwood passes to Portis. There's 38 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Sanchez. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Underwood passes to Vaughn. Got a hand on it. They recover it. To the wing right side. Lure. And too long on the shot.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Here's Looney. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Looney's got his first points of the game.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hornets lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Timberwolves trail by 15. Jeffries, he's in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Walker in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find an open jumper instead.
Johnson outside. And that one's good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Pass to Looney. Tries from 10. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Jeffries. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Here's Wiggins. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Wilkes. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Hornets lead by 15.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Freak with it. Wiggins with some nice D.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first.
Take a look at what Beverly's been doing. He has 8 points and 7 assists.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Wow.
Hornets leading by 12. Jeffries kicks to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving the ball around.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Hornets rebound.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Patience.
I know.
Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move. Let's pass a good shot or a great shot. Let the game come to you.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Jesus.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lets a floater go. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That one goes. Count it.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Assisted.
Timberwolves trail by 12. And here's Beverly. Wiggins dishes to Pekovic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Vaughn's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Boy, it's terrible when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And he gets the bucket. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now the dish to Jeffries. At the elbow, Zeller. Freak with it. Now guarded by Pekovic. Timberwolves trail by 11. Vaughn, the pass to Wiggins. It's blocked. To the paint. Low block shot on the way. Jeffries, good. Jeffries got 23. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Charlotte.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
5 on the clock. Wiggins drives in. And that one's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Jeffries the pass to ball. Picked by Zeller. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one drops.
Shooting 2. Ball.
And he makes both free throws. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Sanchez. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
His passing was what impressed me the most about his performance. He was always looking for a teammate in a space, keeping all his options open. It's really refreshing to see the mindset coming from a position other than the point. He finished with 10 assists, and those played a big role in this win.
Boom, 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 boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Usually have it on Wednesday, so you should be okay. Wednesdays and Fridays. Oh, damn. You just been going everywhere. I ain't gonna do all that one.